both are. Marvelous. Your efforts have borne even more fruit. A new piece of the tapestry has been mended. The weaver's been hard at work with the thread Starstone has borne her, and a whole portion of history has been rewoven. Rejoice, my friends, rejoice! For now we witness a tale from the eons torn from time, but now, thanks to you, restored.
After the war was won, the Void Dragon remained a great threat to all existence. And so, upon the anvil of creation, the God Box was crafted. The Void was locked within, but still the question remained: who would guard the box? The two generals offered themselves. They would give up life and glory to stand sentinel. Transformed into immortal beings, they would be the Void's eternal guardians. They placed the box and the guardians in the first garden, home of Astarte and of the world's most beautiful power, Source. For time immemorial, the Guardians stood by the God Box, no longer human in body or in mind, but duty personified.
So that is who we were. Demigod Guardians of the God Box.
That is not who we were. That is who they were. The ones that hijacked our souls.
We weren't hijacked. We were chosen. Indeed, we were beings of supreme importance once. Who's to say we cannot be again?
I salute you, my master. Other elementals lie in wait until with a word you command them to action. Which one of them, pray, has your preference? And that is your final choice?
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed. That is our final choice.
Thy will be done.
I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber. I wonder what they'll say.
Oh, it's so cold in here. It hurts.
I think my very words may freeze and fall to the ground.
Despite their utter failure, foolish creature. Chain your fate to theirs, and you are chaining it to certain downfall.
That remains to be seen. I do believe they will remember. I do believe I will serve them again, despite your tricks.
Always am I the trickster, always am I the malefactor. Yet all I do is speak the truth. They failed before, and they will fail again. The void, I can see it approaching in their eyes.
By the hoary beard of Boreas, can it be? You've come home. It's about time, isn't it? Your quarters have been invaded by all manner of madness. Could I be more explicit? This place is of your essence. Can't you feel it in your very bones, as I do in every crystal of frost within me? You belong here, and this place belongs to you. I cannot tell you why or how, but I know it to be true. Your home, your rules, naturally. What would you like to know? to explore your abode, are you? Very good. I'm sure there's something around here that will jog your memory.
Are we doomed to a life without refreshments?
Hi! Hello, 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 Sauce Hunter! I'll tell you whatever you like, friendo, but it'll cost you. Oh, but when you give me that look, I can't help but offer you my finest deal. My love story for a simple shrunken dwarf's head. How's that for a trade? Say, did you know I can fly straight up from here to eternity? It's true. What? See? I was back before your puny human eyes even knew I was gone. Oh, don't go. Please? I'll show you a trick. Look. 1, 2, 3, and... Now your name is Freddy. Amazing, isn't it? Think I could fly straight to the void? I think I could fly straight to the void.
Ah, dear Starstone Commanders, I do apologize for the state your homestead is currently in. It's like a zoo in here, or worse, an imparium. That's right. These red little blighters appeared as out of nowhere when another one of the portals became active. God 7 or 700. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's imps. Stumbled, yes! The exact word. A stab in the dark that I wish had simply gotten rid of them all. This is the end of time, for heaven's sake. Not an impish daycare center. Band of... Why, I'm not one of them. Not one of those exiles that were slaves to demons and their own inadequacies. Ah, but talk to them if you must hear their history. I haven't the stomach for the vagaries of my own species. No, what I need is the sound of a symphony, a whiff and a swig of old tasty wine, and above all, a shelter away from imps.
I sense an eerie presence here.
Yes, you do not disappoint. I knew you'd come this way. Room by room you encroach upon this territory, willfully torn from time. No, you do not disappoint. Something much more harmful still. You excruciate beyond all thinkable bearing. You have our thankfulness, our eternal gratitude, the acknowledgement of the void. So why do you fight us? Why do you stand against the promise of oblivion? Relent, Guardians. Relent. You did your duty long, long ago. Do not undo what had to be done.
I wonder what he meant by that.
And I wonder why we had the thanks of those that long for the end of time.
I didn't expect to find the likes of you here. Fallen stars, forgotten angels from on high. How long has it been? An age? An eon? But you've changed quite considerably, I see. Yes, the divine is but a glimmer in the farthest reaches of your gaze. Well, perhaps I can help you. One of your kind ought to be a bit stronger of arm. A bit quicker of wit, after all. And we are all counting on you, sir. Yourself redone, of course. Your very parts and pieces reorganized into something simply better. Quite the undertaking, isn't it? Wrenching such information from your every limb and organ won't be easy, my friend. No, this task will carry a considerable price. You're quite sure, are you? A sweeter sound than sings from that quartet I've never heard. Play on, my friend. Play on.
There you both are. The Weaver's been hard.
After the war was won,
So that is who we were.
That is not who...
I reckon you're...
I salute you, my master. Other and that is your...
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed.
Thy will be done.
Oh, it's so cold in here, it hurts.
I think my very words may freeze and fall to the ground.
By the hoary beard of Boreas, can it be? Your home, your rules, naturally. What would you like to know? Off to explore.
Are we doomed to a life without refreshments? What a wonderful place this is. A lovely locale to rest my weary belly. Far better than the hellish plains we imps are used to. Yes, I think we'll stick around. Oh, with your approval, of course. What's that? We have it! Marvellous! Oh, no! Oh, no! Terrible news! Terrible! You must send them away! Far, far away from here! We'll never be safe! Never! No, that hoity-toity historian thinks he's so much better than us demon thralls just because he was never actually enthralled by demons. And yet he's no more than a lackey to the gods, isn't he? What's the difference? Right you are. Grab a drink, sit you down, and lend me all the ears you have. We imps, you see, are a mixed breed of demons and some other long-forgotten race, which means we aren't as evil as the devils that begot us. But I'll be damned twice over if we aren't as clever. We hail from the realm of Nemesis, where demons have ruled supreme since, well, forever, really. Their knowledge of secrets and arcane scholarship is unparalleled. As unparalleled, in fact, as our inquisitiveness. Now, curiosity may have killed the cat, poor thing, but it enslaved us imps as well. We were blinded by the promises of knowledge the demons dangled in front of our eager faces. Yes, well, in hindsight it wasn't, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. Here's what happened. In return for our fair share of demonic knowledge, all of us imps had to sign our names in an indestructible book called a Codex, which was to be considered an oath of servitude, a contract of give and take for mutual benefit, and signed out of free will. Fools that we were, we readily agreed, and thereby signed our way into slavery. For we had to do everything the demons told us to, and they, in turn, shared very little knowledge with us indeed. Quite so. That's because one day, a particularly clever imp amongst us devised an escape plan. If we would be able to steal the Codex and disappear with it, the demons would no longer be able to lay claim on us, for without the proof of the Codex, the contract between us would be broken. One night, as the demons lay sleeping after a most sordid orgy indeed, we stole the Codex and fled from Nemesis through a rift. Ever since then, we've been on the run, for our masters swore they'd return the Codex to Nemesis so they can claim our servitude once more. So all we do is run and hide ad nauseam. Eternal fugitives are we. It kind of got lost, to tell you the truth. That's what happens after generations of flight. Things get misplaced. And yet, wherever that bloody book may be, up until now, the demons still haven't found it. So, good news there. Only a matter of time until they do, though. Unless, of course, time ends first. Wouldn't that be a stroke of luck? Dear Starstone Commanders, I do apologize. That's right. These red little blighters appear stumbled. Band of... no. Box. It's got all kinds.
I sense an eerie presence here.
Yes. No, you have relent.
Demons.
I did my duty. I wonder what it meant.
And I wonder why we had the thanks of those that long for the end of time.
I didn't expect you've changed quite yourself redone, of course. Your very parts and pieces reorganized into something simply better. And I'd quite like to help you, my friend. Those marks of talent of yours look awfully appealing. Perhaps we can make a trade, 1 for 1. A mark of ability for you, and a mark of talent for me. How does that sound? Is it then? What a terrible, terrible shame. I do hope you come to your senses soon, my friend. Pleasure to see you again. Yourself redone, of course. Your very parts and pieces reorganized. Butcher giving you dirty looks. Beggars spitting at your feet. I can certainly help you with that. But you'll have to offer me something in return. Everything has its price, after all. And I'd quite like to help you, my friend. Those marks of ability of yours look awfully appealing. Perhaps we can make a trade. 1 for 1. One mark to improve a primary attribute for you. Is it then? What a terrible, terrible shit. Quite the undertaking, isn't it? Wrenching such information from your every limb and organ won't be easy, my friend.
No, I will have no dealings with this abomination.
A pleasure to see you again.
No, I will have...
yourself redone, and I'd quite like to help you, my friend. Those marks of talent of yours look awfully a sweeter sound than... Pleasure to see you yourself redone, and I'd quite like to a sweeter sound.
Divide the arrows! Multiply the pain!
On the mend. Bless the seven, I am restored. As good as a new penny. As good as a new penny.
Bless the seven, I am restored!
Bless the seven, I am restored.
You're both here once more. Can you guess what's happened? Surely by now you know the signs. Or perhaps you can simply guess from how utterly giddy I am. Take a look. All your work has not been for naught. This last starstone you discovered has given the Weaver just what she needed to mend another portion of the tapestry. Another tantalizing tidbit of long-lost history awaits us. Another piece of your story is ours to discover. Oh, how very thrilling.
For millennia, the God Box was flanked by the two devoted guardians. But Astarte's playmate, a creature called the Trife, turned her attention to the forbidden box. I may know a way to destroy what's inside, hissed the scheming creature. Together, we can set the Guardians free. Open its lid, Astarte, and we can have a look together. Astarte trusted her friend and assented. She pitied the Guardians and welcomed a chance to free them. "Let me help you," she whispered into the ear of one. "I know your duty, but you both deserve a chance at freedom." "Haven't you suffered enough of this chore?" she asked the other. "Look, your companion is free already." The Guardians, unaccustomed to such attention, started. She had planted a seed of curiosity within them, rekindled a desire that had, for eons, lain dormant. Slowly, they glanced at one another, and the Trife's trap was sprung.
I wonder how much of a spark it takes to sap a human to vapor.
We were seduced then. Tricked into neglecting our duty for the briefest of moments.
All kinds of wonders stashed inside.
Tricked, seduced, excuses for failure. It was our duty to guard the box, and we faltered.
You know what are great? Jokes. Oh, I could tell a joke or two.
Indeed. But perhaps it isn't too late to set right what we've wronged.
I salute you, my master. Other elementals lie in wait until with a word you command them to action. Which one of them, pray, has your preference?
Are we near a mint?
And that is your final choice?
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed. That is our final choice.
Thy will be done.
Good God! What an infernal heat.
Feels like we've landed inside the...
Dearest Guardians, how I rejoice at the sight of your growth, both in power and in prowess. And yet I cannot help but wonder, will it ever be enough? Will you craft yourselves once more into the warriors that you were? Oh, in the end you are like infants still. Infants that would perish with a broken wail had they not their mother's milk to suckle. But you always were like children, weren't you? As are we all in the eyes of the gods. And yet they set an impossible task before you, then blamed you when you failed. How foolish even the divines can be, how lacking in compassion.
I do feel like a child, being kept in the dark about so many things.
I guess we'll have to find more Starstone and grow up.
You! What radiance burns from your being? Enough to scorch even the likes of me, I find. And that is no small feat. Most impressive, yes, most impressive indeed.
Take care, my friend. Those who blaze brightly may find themselves targeted by darkness.
Say, have you seen my magic box? It's got all kinds of wonders stashed inside.
I wonder who awaits you in the game. Guardians! A moment of your time, if it pleases you. I have been pondering and brooding, deliberating and deducting, and I have come to the conclusion that I may well know who our true enemy is. Now, our foe is the Void, of course, the usurper of time and space. But more dangerous even than the great and all-consuming nothing are those who are bent on helping it here, or bent on helping it on Rivellon. I think he still lives. The one that set it all in motion. The one you've met here in the House of the Guardians. Yes, him. It. The one who does not look quite like he used to. The one that whispered deceit and desire into Astarte's ears. He is friend to the Void, and he seeks to give it dominion once and for all. That is who I think he is. As a writer, I'm going to have to disagree with you there, but even then, please don't be fooled, for he does much more than wag his tongue. What we see here, in what was once your house, is most certainly real, but the demon, Astarte, they are, so I believe, mere manifestations of their true selves. Oh, he dwells somewhere. He must. It is a creature of blood and bloodlust, of lies and stratagems. All this time he has been plotting, of that I assure you. If our enemy has a heart, he is the one that makes it beat. That is my theory.
Plot as much as it wants. We won't fall for its tricks.
We shouldn't get overconfident, though. There is more to that thing than meets the eye.
Aren't you going to...
Impressive. A smithy and an armory.
Ah, how good of you to drop by. She told me you had grown, you know. That simpleton of a girl. She felt the need to inform me of the fact, with that pathetic tinge of pride in her voice. As if I did not know. As if I haven't been watching you. Like a vulture, a dying beast. I could have plucked out those dewy eyes of hers and thrown them into a frying pan like eggs. Have you ever seen Sunny Side Up staring back at you? I have. But enough of this small talk. Yes, I have been watching you, and my amusement has turned into aggravation. Yet still, I yearn for the moment you finally become powerful enough to realize the true depths of your failures. When you do, I'll be there, drawing circles in the skies, watching, waiting, ready to pounce.
We must be getting on his nerves. Excellent.
I'll never look at a fried egg in the same way ever again, though.
One man's trash is another man's trash. Another one for the collection. I was really hoping to find something better.
Say, have you seen my magic box? It's got all kinds of wonders stashed inside.
I wonder, do you know more about the Void? What it is?
What's the word, Source Hunter? You'll need to find more Starstones if you're to open the gate within the Source Temple. You must remember yourselves, Source Hunters. You must remember all. Or the finality of tick-tocking. How might I serve our mission?
Good to see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not?
Oh, empathy year. Every year, I said.
A bit drafty in here, isn't it?
And the last test.
History, I am your biggest fan, dear lady. Could I get your autograph?
It shall be my
Think I could fly straight to the void? I think I could fly straight to the void. All the way up.
Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
A question has just come, lady. Why are there two of us? Two beings that record all of history parallel to one another.
Aye, Captain.
Without a conclusive answer, or its resolution may lie in conception.
much of a spark it takes to zap a human to vapor.
You know what a great joke. Oh, I could tell a joke or two. Free on a good day.
Of all that even the gods cannot comprehend. It eludes us.
Dragon sight! Precision stance!
Feeling trapped?
I can smell your fear!
I can smell your fear.
A blizzard of blows!
The strength of the earth wrapped
Wherever you go, there I am.
My blood turns to ice within my veins!
youngling trapped.
Divine bully!
All of your death is at hand!
What's this? I found something. Oh!
Well, Wanderer, this well is still stuck here, willing to weep at any wee thing. Oh, will I ever see Wally again? Why, the scroll, Wanderer, the scroll! With Boreas' scroll, it'll be hello, Wally, for old Willie.
Doesn't seem to be working. What did I do wrong? Careful now, that's a trap.
Look out! I see a trap nearby. Careful now, that's a trap.